Hey guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob Connor here, once again with another video, and today I'm going to be doing the DVD review of WWE Backlash 2023, and the event obviously happened, can't remember exactly, but you know, it's after WrestleMania. I think was it May, beginning of May, or I can't remember if it's the end of April or so. I think it was May actually. So Mania, sort of like the early part of April, and then this was like not until May, I think, the early part of May. But anyway, yeah. So obviously it happened then. It didn't come out on DVD until, I'm not sure if it's a month after, because these releases have been coming quite quick. After, I remember years ago, they used to take a couple of months, at least 3 months or so, to come out on DVD. Now they're coming out like every less than 2 months, literally, or even that might even be a month, 6 weeks, not long, and I didn't see the event live. I got the results, and I see highlights, but as I said, I don't watch the events live. I haven't got that set up. Don't have Sky Sports, and I don't have subscriptions, so I'll just wait for them to come out on DVD so I can see the full event. And yeah, so wait for it, and then I've just watched it once so far, and yeah, so come out DVD, don't watch the events, and then yeah, it's released after. So let's talk about it. So obviously Backlash after Mania, and yeah, I mean, to be honest, I thought it was quite a solid event, to be honest. I mean, not every match. I mean, if I'm being honest, not every match was good, but I'd say, there was matches that were standout matches and performances, and there was a lot of good spots as well, and I thought it was quite a good night overall. As I said, main event, and a couple of the other matches delivered, and yeah, there was some good spots and some actually really good fights, and there was a couple of matches that weren't great, but I don't know if that's due to time, they didn't have enough long, but I think overall it was a good show, and there was some surprise returns as well. Carlito and Savio Vega came back, which was really good. Carlito obviously massively popular now, because it was in Puerto Rico. Obviously Carlito and Savio Vega coming back. I think Carlito's signed a contract, and I don't know if he's going to just appear now and again, or whether he's going to have one last run, or not too sure. I don't think Savio Vega's coming back. I think that was just a one-off. But actually, Savio Vega got involved as well. He delivered a few blows, and he didn't look too bad actually. I thought he was like a bit slow, maybe too old now, but he was still fighting. So you have to give him credit for that, But Carlito looked pretty good, and looks in great shape. But anyway, let's talk about the actual matches. I'm not going to give away the actual result for anyone who hasn't actually seen it, because I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, let's talk about. So let's start off. I think it was the women's championship match that was first, between Bianca Belair and Io Sky. I'm pretty sure that was the first match. When they did the highlight video, they actually showed, I think they showed Rollins versus Omos first, but that wasn't correct. I'm sure it was Bianca versus Io Sky first. Anyway, so that match, yeah, it was a quite decent women's match, to be fair. It wasn't best women's match you're ever going to see, but it was all right. You know, it had like, I'm not sure, it was like 18 minutes or something like that, but it was actually all right. It went back and forth, both women hitting big manoeuvres and scoring near falls, and yeah, it was actually all right actually. Certainly one of the better matches of the night, yeah, and it was all right. Now the second match, which was Rollins versus Omos. Now this wasn't anything really special or anything memorable really. It was just sort of like a match that you see on the weekly basis. I mean, to be honest, Omos done a bit here and now, but it was mainly really Rollins that was doing all the big moves on Omos and scoring the big near falls, and you know, Rollins delivering, you know, heavy, big blows, moves, and there was nothing new that you hadn't seen really before, just all like big, heavy spot type moves, and it was just a basic forgettable match. The third match, I'm trying to think what the third match was. Well, let's just go to it anyway, because I know pretty much the other matches. So the triple threat match between US champion Austin Theory, and it was a triple threat between him, Bronson Reed and Bobby Lashley. And yeah, I mean, this was not a great match at all. It was only, I think it was only about 7 minutes. So again, it was sort of like a match you'd see probably on the weekly, probably one of them, you know, not very good ones. It was nothing really memorable about it. They were just all sort of like rushing, hitting like big moves, and yeah, it was nothing special and pretty forgettable. Although I will say that actually Bronson Reed hit a couple of big move spots, and he actually looked okay for the few minutes that it was going anyway. He hit like the moonsault and a move, like high risk move on the outside. And so he actually looked quite good when he did those moves. I think they actually should be doing better with Bronson Reed at the moment. I don't think they've been doing very well with him. You know, I think he should be doing a lot better than what he has been. But anyway, yeah, so now the next match. So we've said about 3 matches. So fourth match was, I don't know if that's in the right order actually, but we'll just say that is anyway. The Raw Women's Championship between defending champion Rhea Ripley and Zelina Vega. Again, this was another match that was short and sort of a match you'd see on the weekly. Wasn't very memorable, wasn't very good. It was mostly just like dominant performance by Rhea. And it wasn't nothing special. I forget, it was just a passable bout, nothing memorable. Now, I think it was the street fight. I think it was a street fight. I can't remember if it was a street fight. Whereas, no rules. Match between Damian Priest and Bad Bunny. And this match was actually okay, to be honest, surprisingly good. Bad Bunny was actually really good in this. He actually was doing, some moves, some big moves on Priest. And actually, to be honest, looking at from his performance, he could probably actually, wrestle full time in WWE, to be honest, like similar to Logan Paul. He can, this guy can actually wrestle. He's not just a celebrity to come wrestle. He's doing moves, similar to what Paul's doing, and some high risk moves as well. So actually, yeah. And, and Priest's performance was really good at putting over Bad Bunny. And the match, was quite good actually. It was really entertaining. It was back and forth, big spots, and loads of, it was entertaining and it was good. Maybe there wasn't so much of Priest towards the end of the match. It was all Bad Bunny delivering offense. So maybe there could have been a bit more from Priest. But other than that, it was a good entertaining match. And as I said, surprise returns from Savio Vega and Carlito. So it was an overall good match. Now the next match coming was Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. And it was only about 10 minutes, I think 9 or 10 minutes. And yeah, it was probably just like, it was just a fight, really just a brawl with both men hitting it just pretty much, Rhodes wasn't in all of his moves because, like, obviously Lesnar's size, but he was hitting big moves like Cody Cutter and Crossroads and that. Lesnar was doing typical suplexes, F5s, Kimura lock. You know, just doing the big moves, what they can do in that, and delivering just big blows after big blows. And it was a good fight, to be honest, for 10 minutes. But you know, it wasn't like a classic, or it was just like a brawl. We're just hitting big moves after big moves, basically. But I think it was a good brawl for the 10 minutes that I did. It was all right. Now let's go straight on to the main event between. Obviously, it was the tag team titles, undisputed. Defending champions Zayn and Owens versus Reigns and Sikoa. Now, this match was a really, really good main event, to be honest. There was a lot going on. I think it was about half an hour, and yeah, it just went back and forth, and each man coming in, doing the big moves, and loads of near falls, and loads of drama, and it was really, really good. And yeah, I think it really delivered as a main event. Really good. And yeah, so I think overall it was a really good show. And obviously Usos came out. What do we call it? Hold on. Hold on a minute. No. Sorry. I made a mistake. That's actually the main event from Night of Champions, which I'm actually going to do in a minute. So, let's go back. It was a 6-man tag between Owens, Zayn and Riddle versus Usos and Sikoa. I actually just gave a description of the main event of Night of Champions. I do apologise for that. Because I'm going to actually be doing Night Champions review after this, so that is the main event from that. But 6-man tag was the main event for this, and it was a really good 6-man tag with just everyone just doing everything and what they can, big moves after big moves, one person coming in after the other towards the end. It's loads of good spots. It was really entertaining and good. Right. So overall, yeah, I think it was a really good, solid show, with the exception of. I mean, I'd say 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd say at least 4 matches were alright. Were quite good. Brawls. It might not be the best, probably not the best Backlash ever, but it was alright. Yeah, so I'm going to wrap this video up now because I don't want to do these reviews too long. Yeah, so okay. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the video, and see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye for now. See you soon.